honestly thought Mark and I were the definition of a stable, boring American suburban couple. We've been married for 6 years, living in a quiet neighborhood in Ohio, working full-time jobs and splitting the groceries. No massive fights, no late-night nights out, just a peaceful life. At least that's what I told myself until 3 weeks ago. It all started on a Tuesday night. Mark was in the shower and his phone blinked on the nightstand. I usually never check his phone. We've always had an unspoken trust policy. But a notification popped up on his screen from an app I've never seen him use before. It wasn't Instagram, and it wasn't Facebook. It was a secondary Bank of America app notification that read, $450 spent at Premier Auto Spa, $450 for a car wash. Mark drives a 2018 Honda Civic with a dented bumper that he refuses to fix. Curiosity beat me. I unlocked his phone using our shared passcode. When I opened his browser, there were saved tabs for luxury apartments in downtown Chicago, a private Instagram account under a fake name, and an active Venmo history showing thousands of dollars sent to a woman named Chloe. My heart instantly dropped into my stomach. My hands started shaking so violently I almost dropped the phone. The classic cliché was happening to me. I sat on the edge of the bed, feeling completely numb, waiting for the water in the bathroom to stop running. When Mark walked out with a towel around his waist, he saw me holding his phone. His face drained of color in half a second. "Who is Chloe, Mark?" I asked. My voice was eerily quiet. "And why are you renting an apartment in Chicago?" Instead of panicking, he sighed, rubbed his face, and said something that completely threw me off. He didn't scream. He didn't lie. He just looked exhausted and said, "Sarah, I can explain but you're gonna hate me either way." Turns out Chloe wasn't his mistress. It was much worse. Chloe was his ex-fiance's sister. 3 years ago, long after Mark and I were already married, his ex passed away, leaving Chloe to raise her newborn nephew alone. Mark felt a massive sense of obligation to help family, so behind my back, he had been financially supporting her for over 2 years. He bought her a car, helped pay her rent in Chicago, and transferred money to her every single month from a hidden stash account he kept from his freelance consulting work. I stood there, completely blown away. On paper, it sounded like an act of charity, but in reality, he had hidden hundreds of thousands of dollars from our joint household, lied to my face every single day, and created an entire secret life that I had zero clue about. When I asked him why he hid it from me, his answer broke my heart. "Because I knew you'd say no to spending our house savings on another woman's family." And you know what? He was right. We had been putting off having children and buying a bigger home because he kept telling me we couldn't afford it yet, all while he was paying someone else's rent. I packed my bags that night and moved into a hotel. It's been 3 weeks. He's begging for marriage counseling, sending me long texts every morning and claiming he cut off all financial ties with Chloe to fix our marriage. But the trust is completely gone. Every time I look at him, I don't see my husband. I see a stranger who lived a double life right under my nose. So Reddit, am I the idiot for wanting a divorce over something he claims was just helping a family in need? Because to me, financial infidelity is still infidelity.